Have you ever felt like a dream is just within reach, yet feels as distant as a cotton candy on a stick? After the game, Rudy felt the arena's warmth only after the crowd left, like savouring ice cream. This warm glow spurred him to improve. He studied everywhere a true bookworm. After a semester's hard work, Rudy tried his best in exams, striving to keep up and get a good grade. But when the scores were announced, his face dropped like he realized he had ordered the wrong takeout. Feeling down, Rudy headed home on Christmas Eve, much like many other wanderers heading back for some holiday cheer. He longed for solace in family reunions, but when he handed his report card to his dad wasn't happy at all, and Big Brother jumped in with snarky comments, mocking him for working so hard just to barely pass. It was almost better to stoke boilers together. To top it off, his girlfriend was now dating his brother. Talk about a thunderbolt. In just 10 minutes, he faced one blow after another and snapped, packing up his bags in a huff. On that quiet street, Christmas lights twinkled, but not a single beam was shining for him. The next few days looked tough ahead. Rudy dived headfirst into his studies, practically living in the library. But come the end of the second semester, no good news came from all that hard work. Disappointment crashed over him like a tidal wave. He started to complain about the ruthlessness of fate, yet gradually realized that his efforts throughout the year were far from being futile. So he set sail again, ready to fight through another semester. However, seeing his grades felt like plummeting into a bottomless pit, especially since Notre Dame didn't accept transfers in the junior. If this semester didn't go well, all that effort was for nothing. Rudy didn't know how to keep going, but the priest reassured him. The priest's words reignited the flame of his dreams. The fourth semester arrived, time for answers. Rudy went to campus alone instead of opening the letter. He sat on a hard rock, mustering the courage to tear open the envelope, and saw he was finally accepted to Notre Dame. Rudy's tears burst forth like a dam-breaking sea. All those 2 years of hard work finally paid off. He rushed back to the steel plant, handing his acceptance letter to his dad, who couldn't believe his eyes. His son finally made it. Dad felt immense pride and joy, sharing the news on the factory intercom. Rudy proved all those who underestimated him dead wrong. But getting into Notre Dame doesn't guarantee a place on the team, as only 15 players are recruited each year. Talk about a fierce competition. To stand out among a whopping 95 competitors. That's no easy feat. Is Rudy ready for the challenge? After the coach announced the rules, the intense tryouts began. On the field, Rudy looked like a little flea light on his feet. In the early drills, he wasn't far behind the others, but once the contact drills began, Rudy's disadvantage became clear. Facing much stronger foes, Rudy, brave as he was, ended up blooded with no chance. However, his tenacity caught the eye of an assistant coach, while another coach was firmly against it. After a heated argument, the assistant coach took Rudy aside alone and asked him 2 crucial questions. Do you think you can keep this level of effort for the next 5 months? Rudy answered firmly. After hearing Rudy's response, the coach was convinced and decided to take Rudy on the team. Rudy was overjoyed, even more than when he received that acceptance letter. He rushed to find the administrator, bursting with gratitude for all the support over the past 2 years. Inviting him to watch his game, the administrator just quietly replied, "If you have clothes, it'll be there." But when Rudy joined the team, he found out he was just a practice dummy. But he didn't get discouraged. Instead, he decided to play his role and hope for a chance to shine. However, on the practice field, he faced an intensity he had never experienced before. The first string players were built like tanks, always sending Rudy flying several feet. Still, Rudy didn't back down. Every time he fell, he stood back up like a champ. But the harder he tried, the more annoyed the first stringers became. To them, Rudy was just a clown willing to put on a show. And this wasn't the official game. After practice, the vice captain stopped Rudy to ask why he was taking things so seriously. Rudy replied confidently, and the vice captain must have felt a bit like a clown himself. With Rudy's spirit, everyone began treating practice like the real deal. Talk about a positive influence. But he often got hurt because of it. One day, he came home covered in scrapes and bruises. He proudly announced to his family, "I've officially joined the football team." However, His family didn't believe it because they had never seen Rudy on TV during any of the Notre Dame games. Facing their doubts, Rudy declared, "You'll see me on TV very soon."